parts of Europe is the concept of postbiotics, which means that you take the fermentation process of part of the milk, and during this fermentation process there are substances arising, and you take some of the milk as a fermented part. So this is, for example, very popular in France, where yogurt is very popular. As I learned, also in Pakistan, yogurt is very popular. So we all know that there's a window of opportunity, and we all are aware of the concept of the first 1,000 days, meaning the time of concept between conception and the first 2 years of life. And we know that the microbial homeostasis is a very, very important part in order to achieve health later on in childhood. And we know there are promoters. Promoter is neonatal probiotics, vaginal delivery, and breastfeeding. And there are things that disturb this: intrapartum antibiotics, neonatal antibiotics, cesarean delivery, and formula feeding are things that are not associated with health and might there might be a problem in developing immune-mediated diseases. So these are the things we can actually work at, and we have to work on that. The talk today is on infants, but sometimes we can also do things later on in life. So breastfeeding, no discussion about that. Probiotics is a very, very popular concept in Europe. So natural food like yogurt, kefir, as you are obviously using it, is very good. Infant formula, to add them, is fine, and in Europe there's a big tendency at the moment to add probiotics to healthy children. Big marketing campaign after cesarean section, all kids are supposed to get probiotics. The data are not very good on that. An important point to me is the unnecessary antibiotic treatment. So when we're talking about a good microbiome, it's equally important not only to think what we can support, but also what we can maybe hold back from the children. And in my hospital we have a very strict antibiotic stewardship program, so you're only allowed to use certain antibiotics after the panel of the microbiologists have actually allowed you to do so. So establishing an antibiotic stewardship program is very important in my mind. Natural birth and skin contact, diverse diet, we know that from various studies that introduction of solids to a certain time point is very beneficial for later on health. Limiting sugar and processed food on the other side. And another thing that used to be very popular in Germany is too much hygiene, using disinfectants at home.